As a true gamer, there is only one thing that I care about in gaming, and that is obviously beautiful women, birthing hips like there's no tomorrow, and thighs that could crush my head like a watermelon, because that is the ultimate way to go, boys, and you know it. I don't think I'm asking for a lot, but that is necessary in gaming.
Hey, what's up guys, Rob here. So today we're going to cover a lot of gaming related news. Some of these topics include some updates on the Avowed situation. We're also going to look at some controversy involving GTA 6. And we're also going to give an update on the ongoing Elon Musk and Asmongold beef. But first, we're going to talk about this right here. I'm sure
that is a lot of MacGuffins.
No introduction is necessary. This is probably your favorite game studio out there, TeamKill Media, who has found themselves mired in controversy because of their comments about mods and PC releases of their games. Now, this is a studio that was founded in 2016 by four bros. Their goal is to create amazing games for gamers. And we're going to talk about this Code Violet game in a little bit. But let's get the track record right here, okay? They have had monumental success with their previous releases, beginning with Quantum Error here, that set the world on fire. It set the PS5 community on fire with their release back in 2023, receiving a 40 Metascore. And then they followed that gem up with an even more impressive one, Sun and Bone. As you can see, this release from October of this year set the gaming world on fire, with one in-game player currently and a peak of 4 players all time. Yes, this was
a peak of 4 players is kind of truly impressive. I mean, to be fair, that is pretty close to Concord numbers, and Concord cost 400 million.
Monumental success. I knew the modern audience was small, but it appears like they're shrinking even smaller at this point. These numbers are absolutely insane. But the most recent release, or soon-to-be released game from this studio, is Code Violet. Now, I feel very bad for the developers behind this because they have some big...
Why do I think I have heard this name before Code Violet?
Big shoes to fill. I mean, they're going to have to get at least 5 players to one-up Son of whatever, I already forgot the name, Son of a Gun, that they released earlier this year. But they got in trouble for this tweet right here, and it's quite a crazy one. So their team said this: for those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason we are not bringing it to PC is we do not want anyone modding vulgar versions of the main character as well as other characters in the game. We hold our voice actresses and actors with high regard as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods.
How dare they? This goes against everything I value in gaming. Okay, listen, since I was a wee little child, I used to click on the Amazon and Sorceress and Diablo 2 because, you know, skirts and leg movement, and you know the coders did code a little bit too far, but you know how dare they go against everything that gaming stands for? This is atrocious.
A joke out of our art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make. This did not go over well. You can see 1,900 likes, but 2,300 comments and a lot of quotes dunking on them.
By the way, this is like a prime example why these Vokes shenanigans don't make absolutely any sense. Because you understand who's taking the high ground currently? It's the company! The company that's saying, oh, we're protecting our voice actors and all of these people. What if the voice actor's dream is to star in a hentai game? What if they're completely fine with this? This company didn't ask these people. These people didn't beg for their protection. They just chose that this is the moral high ground and we are better than everyone else. Because this is what Vogue does. They just choose some kind of strange, arbitrary moral high ground and then make it about someone other than themselves, but secretly it's always about themselves, and do it. And this is exactly what they did. They didn't ask these actors about their opinions. they're just creating a layer of defense, and oh, we're not actually doing this because we believe in it. We're thinking about other people. No, you're not. You are just absolute bigots who want to feel superior to other people for no reason. You want to point at me, you want to point at you, and just tell us that we need to do better, that we need to do this, that we're bad people. Shut the fuck. No one cares about your dumb opinions. If you wanna be a virtue signaling justice freak, go do it somewhere else, okay? This is work. This is business. Not your spare time club for retarded people.
This is a horrible idea right here. This tweet was ass, okay? Basically, they are admitting that they're going to cripple their sales and not have a PC release because they're afraid of lewd mods affecting their feelings, I guess. Yeah, they're very concerned about these mods, and as always, this is the internet, and you might think this is a cringe phrase, you might not, but it's just the reality. Nothing can stop Rule 34. People are always going to make sexual mods, sexual artwork, whatever they want based on fictional characters because they can. And typically, when you say something like this, it only encourages people to do it more. But I think TeamKill Media here is safe because I don't think enough people are going to even care enough to make a mod for this game. I mean, I'm sure they're...
Well, for 800,000 views, that's probably gonna mean at least 6 people are gonna play this game this time.
going to struggle to get anyone to play this game, and I don't think anyone's that interested in this whole situation to go out and buy this game out of spite just to make these mods. Just a very bad idea here, and as people point out, also a pretty hypocritical one as well. Where
okay, you know what I'm trying to do? I consciously always know, considering I spend most of my time at the PC, I'm gonna get the fucking hunchback shit. So I'm trying to do this, but I don't know how to achieve it currently on this chair the best. I also have a bunch of things that I can press here, but I don't know what the fuck they do. Something... Oh. I guess this is our life now, boys. But anyway, do I look better like this? Or is it better like this? Or maybe, you know, in the middle, around here. Okay? This is a little bit too much, right? This, kind of neat, okay? Correct posture is sexy. Boys, listen. There are very minor things that you need to do in your life, and women are gonna like you so much better, because the average man does literally nothing a woman likes. Okay? Except collect figurines, and women hate that because they feel afraid of the figurines, and everyone knows that. It is what it is.
Where Francesco here says, did you just call all modders vulgar? Let's not kid ourselves. Skyrim didn't become popular without modders playing a significant role. Also, Rule 34 still exists, so don't kid yourself about being high and mighty over vulgar characters. For God's sake, someone on your team was responsible for designing the skin-tight outfit on your main character, as pointed out here. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like those vulgar modders are in the room at the development team, but that's just some more hypocrisy, and overall, just not a great idea. We saw Capcom try to do this about a year ago, and they made this whole idea that they're gonna crack down on...
Wait, didn't they try to do this for Dead or Alive? It's just a volleyball game, I think. I don't know what game it even is. I just know there's a lot of good stuff there, okay?
Mods that are offensive to public order and morals. The most draconian and sterile rule we've ever seen here, and again, that backfired horribly. You're just egging people on. But the difference between Capcom and this studio is that Capcom is at least successful enough where they can have any sort of influence and people might actually want to play their games and mod them out of spite. But yeah, clear case of someone being so Puritan-like over this stuff that they're willing to cripple their own sales that are already struggling enough to begin with. So that's on them, that's their decision, and it's clearly backfiring right now because the only attention they're getting is people making fun of them, not people who are interested in buying any of their games. Now, like I said earlier, we're going to talk a little bit about Avowed. Now, this game has faced a lot of controversy for reasons that are quite obvious, but you can see here, its release date is February.
Oh, wait, yeah, this is just the fact that they scrubbed everything from the Steam forums. Because I don't know what the Steam forums look like, but I'm gonna bet you it's a bunch of talks about Avowed being woke garbage, because it most likely is. From the snippets and bits of dialogue that we have seen, I mean, well, let me just say it like this: when the most earliest snippet of dialogue that we saw for the game seemed kind of okay. And they really tried hard to make it to take that exact snippet because the average dialogue in Avowed is kind of shit. So unless the combat is just an exploration is superb here, this game has no chance. Also, the fact that it costs $70, 90 if you want to play it early, it's fucked. No one's gonna buy this.
18th coming up in a few weeks. And if you're willing to shell out $70 for this, I'm sure you're going to be a little bit disappointed when you find out that the art director of this studio has said some very disparaging things about gamers. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but just to highlight the most insane tweet out of all of this, this Matt Hansen individual, who is the art director, saw Elon Musk complaining about pronouns in a video game, and especially in a fantasy video game setting, and he said this: sickos.jpg. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until you see the default, you sad little shit.
Okay, so first of all, Elon Musk's tweet is actually 100% spot on. In any game, there is never a point in having pronouns, because you make your own character. Whatever the hell you are, and whatever the hell you feel bad about, you can rectify it by making a character that suits you. There's no point in pronouns, because you can be whatever the hell you wanna be, in general.
Anyway, Avowed comes out February 18th of next year. Give it a whirl if you are feared of the woke my mind virus. You can tell they were like literally their hands were shaking on the keyboard. They were so excited they couldn't even properly type out their thoughts on Blue Sky. Of course, this was posted on Blue Sky.
Oh, Blue Sky.
But this obviously dredged up a lot of controversy. It's a very bad look.
By the way, is Blue Sky still even around? I have to admit, though, Blue Sky survived, like, what? 4 days? Which is twice as long as Threads? And I think that's applause-worthy, boys, because who would have expected? Okay?
Not only to say these things, but also give the impression that you make games just to spite your ideological opponents, like Elon Musk, who, by the way, didn't even know you existed until this reply, and probably still doesn't know you exist. It was a very bad look, and people immediately labeled this game as woke, and it's really crippled probably a lot of sales. Now, here's the strange update with Avowed, as pointed out by Mark Kern here, getting multiple reports that Avowed is being removed from people's Steam library. The community hub was also...
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this. The community hub got deleted, but it's getting removed from the Steam library, which means they potentially want to push it back, which is strange. Because why push it back exactly? Are you going to change anything? Are you waiting for things to cool down? Well, Avowed was in the cultural zeitgeist for like a week. And that was like 2 months ago or something at this point. It's been a long time. And Avowed has not been relevant ever since. So, how are they making potentially this decision to push back the game if that's what's happening currently here? I have no idea why. It just absolutely makes no sense. But that's the current big thing that's happening with Avowed. They are just getting pushed. That's potentially getting pushed back, and the forums have been yeetus, deletus, fetus. And let's see. Let's skip a little bit.
For gamers. However, the Avowed Steam directory here would return, and you can see the forums are back up, and people immediately returned to their posts here, and they started roasting Avowed once again. You have posts like this saying, openly racist game dev not buying a game made by an openly racist art director who claims the game was made just to piss off conservatives. Another person saying, if you're about to purchase Avowed, you are free to do whatever you want. Just remember one thing, Matt Hansen, the art director, literally hates you. And it goes on and on, but I saw this post
True, though.
right here. And man, it's just funny. I wanted to share it with you guys because it's a gem. It says, please respect Obsidian Entertainment. Folks, let's keep it real. Game is not woke as your favorite right-wing influencers paint it as.
Ah, he means people like me. Ah, he means us, the chuds. Yay! Damn, I miss being called a Nazi. It was so invigorating. It was so, I know I'm doing the right thing now because you're just constantly calling us derogatory names that literally kind of have no meaning, which makes them not even derogatory anymore at that point. You know? Chuds, Nazis, bigots, fascists. Fun fact, no leftist knows what's the difference between a fascist and a Nazi. Who was Benito Mussolini? I don't fucking know, but neither does any leftist. So I guess it's fine.
If it features females or non-standard characters, it doesn't mean that it's woke. This is fiction. This is not real life. But even if you think it's woke, why would it matter? Obsidian Entertainment made great games like...
Hey, you see that thing dead? I know it looks like shit, but what does it matter? Put it in your mouth anyway. Put it in your mouth. What does it matter? What does it matter that you think something is bad? God, I just can't. I just hate this absolute detestable weak. This is in my opinion the most weakest way to live your life, and it's absolutely pathetic, and it gets amplified by the fact that I am a man. The fact that some people are like, oh, this thing that these people are demanding that I subserve as, do it. It doesn't hurt you. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Why can't you just do it? You see this that I did? Yeah, it doesn't hurt you. What difference does it make in your life? Everything makes a difference in your life. I hate when people say, oh, why do you care? I care because I want to. I don't need a reason to care. I will care about absolutely anything I choose to care about. And you have no right to tell me I can't. If I'm never gonna play a game, I will still complain about it being woke if I feel like it. And there's nothing you can do. Who the hell do you think you are telling me I can't do these things? God, I hate these people.
Fallout New Vegas or South Park, The Stick of Truth. I would support the studio's creative vision for any of their next games. Now, the irony of this is a lot of studios really love users like this. They are relying on these sorts of attitudes of just consume. Shut up, consume product, and don't complain about anything, you stupid idiot gamer. That is...
Right. The funny part is, this is Obsidian we're talking about, and look at this. Fallout New Vegas, obviously one of the best games ever made, clearly. One of my favorites by far, at the bare minimum. And in my honest opinion, my opinion's pretty good. Who would have expected? I think my own opinion is pretty neat, but that's kind of what you must honestly and ironically think that you do, right? Because, well, imagine how painful this would be if I say things and I don't actually believe in anything that I say, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh wait, we already have shill YouTubers that do that. It happens. In any case, Fallout New Vegas. Obsidian tried to make a game. People didn't like it. It wasn't that great. Now, I personally don't think it was complete shit, but, they couldn't live up to New Vegas. They proved that it was lightning in a bottle and they lost it. South Park, The Stick of Truth, was great. Everyone loved that game too. And then there was the next game, South Park, that I'm pretty sure they did, because why wouldn't they? And it sucked. Well, it wasn't a disaster, but again, Obsidian just proves that they are lightning in a bottle at the best of days for pretty much anything that they do. They have some things that just luckily turn out great, and that's pretty much it. But again, South Park, The Stick of Truth, and Las Vegas, Fallout New Vegas are relics of the past that are, it's been forever.
Is their attitude, and it's highlighted here by basically saying, I will trust whatever they make. That's what happened with BioWare, right? You have the beloved IPs like Dragon Age, right? And they assumed people would just accept anything that happens in Veilguard because, well,
to be honest, they did. Because that's how that game did sell 1.5 million copies. because there were people who were desperate for a Dragon Age. But the good part is, 1.5 million sales is not even remotely close. They need 5 to 6 times more sales to be even to break even. So it doesn't matter. They're dead anyway.
Love our IP. They're going to support us no matter what. That is a fallacy, and it doesn't actually pan out in reality. And these studios better wake up, because these people don't represent actual gamers. But I thought that post was funny. Now let's move on to the next topic, some GTA 6 controversy here. So here's the...
We covered this. Jesus. Man, I'm really good at covering stuff. We covered this. I hope that they do raise the bar to $100 per game. And this is my reasoning why. Because some of you are probably hearing that and going, "Are you stupid?" Because I somehow have actually gotten an audience that doesn't blindly follow everything I say. Which is good, but yet bad, because that means I can get less money off of my endeavors. But whatever. So, if GTA 6 is $100, then other AAA developers would sell their crap for $100. $70 already is like, people are not buying stuff. $100, people would just not buy shit at all. And these companies that would be stupid enough to believe, "Oh, we're AAA, we make Vogue slop and sell it for $100, they would just literally go bankrupt in the next release. Instantly. No questions asked. Just gone. Instantly gone. They would be obliterated in literally the first release that they put $100 price tag. And that would be all the shitty studios. That means that their IPs would be sold. And then some other studio that's hopefully less shit would actually start making the new games of those IPs, which would be great. Effectively, $100 price tag, in my opinion, is kind of a house cleaning thing. Yeah, we have to suffer for a month or two, but all in all, we would win from that pretty honestly big. And what is the last thing? Asmongold and Elon Musk
released some gameplay featuring Path of Exile 2 Hardcore, and other content creators started looking at his gameplay.
Oh yeah, we know this. And then there was the spat.
This has nothing. He could be the best Diablo player in the world. It just isn't relevant. But to have her come out and say this in...
Oh, this is a celebrity. I don't care. Oh, Jesus. I am not going to care about the celebrity talking. Anyway, that was Rev Says Desu. Bye.